Is no restart.
Big move in Bitcoin then, in contrast to all the notes I wrote pre-show, which were telling me that this was going to put Bitcoin under pressure.
The narrative that perhaps this launch of these political meme coins will sap flows from Bitcoin is showing us that it's really not the case this morning. If anything, it's just accelerated the momentum and the excitement around cryptocurrency under another Trump administration.
Hi, Dewald. What is all this FOMO about? Should I buy Bitcoin now?
Are you smoking your socks? You should rather watch my show. You should rather watch my show.
All right, legends. Welcome to another live stream for today. Let me put the chart on here. Click the wrong button, right? Click the wrong button. Here we go. Yeah, I'm in the corner showing you guys the chart. Is there still a chance, as per the thumbnail, for higher momentum? Today we will discuss the probabilities of the chance of Bitcoin still breaking out here. Okay? We will discuss that probability over there. And maybe, just maybe, right? Maybe, I just want to see if my brother is going to jump here into the live stream. If he doesn't jump into the live stream in the next 5 minutes, I will give you guys a little bit of a teaser that we have been working on. Okay, just some fun projects in the background that I do from a creative perspective. And my brother. Right, but I don't want to spill the beans because I know he's going to be upset, but I'm going to play it for you guys, just to get some user feedback, when you do user acceptance testing, that's what I'm going to do. Right, legends, remember to smash up that like button on your way in. Okay, I think I'm a little bit off center here. Let me just put myself a little bit in the center. There we go. Right, legends. If you're not already subscribed, you're new to the channel, make sure that you subscribe, hit the bell notification for future notifications. Every time I go live, you will get a reminder. Let me say hi to the beautiful community and then we'll get into it. Ooh, okay, let's go here to only 1212345545. Remember those words. We will discuss the probabilities, Garisha. Right in time. Hi, Dewald and Legends. Welcome to the live stream. Sapal, hi, welcome. Muhid, always welcome to see. Great to see you here. Elizabeth, been supporting me for such a long time. Appreciate you. Anthony, hi, Dewald. Send it to 90k, please. Right, there's maybe a trick, Legends. There is a trick. I know it works. It definitely works. Bitcoin loves biscuits. Okay, so if you put a little biscuit there, right? Or let's give it a big biscuit over there. Maybe it will, come and eat the Cookie Monster there on top. Right, so I think let's leave the biscuit there. Maybe, Bitcoin is a little bit hungry. It's been bearish. It's been desert. It's been fasting. Maybe it needs a chocolate chip cookie there on the top side. Right, hi, Dewald and everyone. Sock man, don't smoke your socks. Right, welcome to the live stream. Hi. Who else? Thomas, are we done with the long? Time to close it. I think there's still a chance for potentially a deeper pullback, but still to break the trend. And I will discuss with everyone what I would like to see. I don't always get what I want because I have to follow my technical analysis. But it is a scenario that I have seen play out many times with higher conviction. Okay, and I will discuss that scenario in a moment. Best here on YouTube. Alejandro, thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. Whoop, whoop, 12127878. What's up, brother? Just got some new hemp socks from Amazon. Getting ready to smoke some socks. You have to wear it for at least 2 weeks before you smoke that socks. It puts you on a different high, right? Give it a Omar Rusk cookie. Yes, it's a moon. Yeah, well, it does look like a little bit of a what do you call those things? Yeah, when the sun goes behind them on. I can't, eclipsed, type of eclipse, can't remember. Anyways, I left 20% open. I know how to send it to 90k short now, right? Yes, let's all 100x short now. Definitely send it to 100k. Maybe, use $1 in your portfolio, 100x it to the upside. Okay, so they're going to come for our liquidity. Right, eclipse, yes, eclipse. Sock smoking club. Definitely sock smoking club. Okay, I think maybe before we start... Before we start the show, and while there's not a lot of people here in the live stream, okay, let me play you something over here and let me know what you think, right? Let me do this. I'm just going to put the music a little bit louder so you guys can hear, and just let me know your honest feedback, what you think so far, right? You are all familiar with this song. Okay. Let me know what you think.
No fear, subscribe, stay sharp, and dance with the stinky socks. Dance with the stinky socks. Dance with the stinky socks.
Heaven's sakes, don't smoke your socks. Bought some Bitcoin late at night. Woke up rich, that ain't right. Checked again, never mind. Broke as hell. See that line? Maybe risky, maybe wild, but so is betting on Uncle Clyde. Do your research, read your blogs. For heaven's sakes, don't smoke your socks. Don't smoke your socks.
1, 2, test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5. Everybody hit that like.
No FOMO, no fear. Subscribe, stay sharp. Don't smoke those stinky socks.
Right, legends. That is the little bit of the surprise. Okay, you might not like it, you might like it. I love it. Right, that is my daughter singing there in the background. My nephew. We've all been working together on that song. Right. I hope this is a pump song. Yes, definitely it needs to be a pump song. Yes, it's also me. I'm also doing some vocals in the song. My nephew, my daughter, and myself. Right. So some different voices in there. Right. A new country banger. You damn right. It is a country banger. Okay, legends. Let's like it. Smoking. Yes, love it. Yes, I also love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, cool, legends. On to some serious stuff over here, right? We have to, bring some fun into the live streams because technical analysis is so serious. Okay, it is so technical. There's money involved, there's emotions involved, there's people liquidating their portfolios. So it's nice to sometimes just bring a fun element into the show. Okay, how much do you see? How much do you see you dance with that song? Oh my word. Lovely Dewald. Anthony, thank you so much, Mr. Sockman. Yes, your username is so relevant. I love it. Thanks, guys. Everyone loving it. Amazing. Okay, legends, let's get into the technical analysis. Right. What I have seen, okay, and this is me purely just speculating, but it's also based on technicals, okay? Excuse me, I'm drinking sparkling water, so it builds up some air. What I would prefer to see for a nice breakout to the upside, okay, is for price to reject. Okay, just bear with me for a second. I would like to see price reject and then have a nice breakout to the upside. Okay, because we've been grinding here against the trend, and based on the local price action that is forming over here, it screams fake out, and I don't necessarily want to see a fake out. If we fall down, the breakout could be more punchy to the upside. way more punchy. Okay, we're going to get a better breakout to the upside. And there's some technical reasons, specifically from an Elliott wave perspective, that also supports this scenario, is because often, and I'm not sure if you've seen the same thing, often if you get a fake out and price rejects and it gets acceptance back below the trend, it increases the probabilities of taking the low. I've seen it play out often. You have a trend that you are tracking on the 5-minute, 15-minute, 1-hour time frame. This is the 8-hour time frame. If you have a fake out and price rejects and it doesn't break out properly and it gets acceptance back inside the trend, I have often seen that it falls down and it claims the low. So you don't really want to see a breakout right now, because based on the local structure, if we break out now, there's a high chance of a fake out. But if the price can manage to still grind here against the trend and fall down, okay, it would be nice to come and claim these lows, but it makes a higher low. And then you don't have a fake out, there's a high chance that you will then get a true breakout to the upside. A nice little breakout to the upside that can be absolutely explosive. Okay, and this is just simple technical analysis. This is not me talking about Elliott wave theory or anything like that. There is a Elliott wave theory case that support this scenario. Excuse me. But from a trend line breakout perspective, okay, if you have played a lot of breakouts from a trend line perspective, you'll know exactly what I mean. If you have a fake out and you take a FIB here from the high to the low, because we all know 0.382, okay, we have a weekly point of control a little bit higher up, okay, weekly point of control. If price had to break out here now and it rejects in this zone and it falls down, okay, this is still going to make a lot of people bullish, right? But I want to take advantage of that little momentum there to the upside. It's not a great momentum. It's not a true breakout. It's a fake out. If price gets accepted, if it starts trading and it closes 1 hour, 4-hour candles back below the trend, I'm telling you guys now that there's a high chance that it is going to take the low. Can you form a higher low and try again? Of course, but I don't see the scenario often. Sometimes I do see a fake out, it makes a higher low, and then it breaks out. But most often, when I see a fake out, you take the low, and then you have to go and adjust your trend. Okay, so based on the scenario that I've just highlighted, okay, let's put the trend back there. Let's switch off the weekly levels. Let's go here onto the 1 hour time frame. Legends, based on this morning's update, okay, Dewald, this possibility of taking the low will hit that line that invalidates the fourth wave. Well, not necessarily, because there's two scenarios, Talma. There's two scenarios, okay? And I spoke about, I think I spoke about both scenarios yesterday, okay? Let me see if I have it here. And before I jump into the smaller time frames, this is, quickly just what I want to take everyone through. Where did I save it? I have so many folders I need to clean up. Today, Bullish. It's not that one. It's not that one. These were the ones that I discussed this morning. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Anyways, legends, let me draw it out here quickly. Okay, I don't know where I saved that folder. Right, so if you do this and you do this, okay, that's now the bounce that we got. It's still contracting, so you can see that you still have a contracting triangle. It's still squeezing towards each other. Even with that low that we've just made, still squeezing together. But then, okay, I wish I can find that folder, because I did did so much work this morning on that folder, and it would be such a pity if I deleted it. Because now I have to go and redo everything. It's not that one. It's not that one. Bullish. Moon phases. Okay. Daily point of control. Sorry, legends. I have to just find it. Okay. It's not that one. Local. Today. Ooh, here we go. I think it's this one. No, anyways, legends, let me draw it out, okay? I think it's going to be better. So that, and then everyone will know exactly how I do it as well. Okay, legends, there's a scenario where we have formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, let me make it bigger so everyone can see. Make it a little bit, make it the primary. Okay, cool. There's a chance. Okay, and this is now kind of the scenario that I'm leaning towards, right? To say that what if we now start with a 3-wave corrective structure to the downside? What if this is A, we go a B, and we do a C to the downside? When you take a FIB from the low to the high, we find support here in the golden pocket, maximum target 786. Then we go and we break out properly, because now you have a 1, 2, and you're going up for a 3rd wave. This breakout will be a proper breakout, a really, really nice breakout, okay, because you have already formed 5-wave structures to the upside. Okay, so yes, you don't mind to invalidate the structure because you're actually now starting with a bigger corrective structure to the downside. So there is a scenario that supports us not breaking out. Okay, in a 3-wave structure, we find support here in the golden pocket and we move up. The low is still protected for now, but then the breakout, I think, is going to be a much better breakout. It is the breakout where I'm not going to say, guys, okay, I'm going to take all my profits over here. I'm most likely going to take 10% profits or 20% profits, another 20%, another 20%, right? I'm going to leave my position open for a little bit higher levels, especially if this scenario plays out. Especially, okay. So there's a chance that we have completed this contracting diagonal to the upside. And this is part of a bigger corrective structure that is now starting to form, where we're not going to break out just as yet. Okay. Right. So this is the scenario that I want. This is the scenario that I prefer. Okay. We have made the whole world bullish over here. Okay, and I kind of like it from a psychology perspective as well, because everyone is waiting for this breakout. I see it all over YouTube. I see it all over social media. What if price starts falling here to the downside? Okay, you can just imagine this psychology and the thumbnails and social media. Okay, the bear market's back. We did not break out. It was a failed attempt. And then, bam. Okay, we break out to the upside because we completed the 5-wave structure. This was a 3-wave structure that corrected the structure. And now, okay, what do you get after a 1 and a 2? You get a 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then you're going to look at something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which can easily go and tap $102,000, $103,000. Okay. Yes, I remember. I like that scenario. I also love this scenario. I really, really, really like this scenario from a psychology perspective, and also the bigger bounce that it presents. Okay, it presents a much bigger breakout, a nice breakout. Okay, a nice little relief rally. And I can just imagine how some of the altcoins are going to explode to the upside as well. So this is kind of the breakout, I think, that everyone is expecting, but perhaps they're expecting it too soon. Does that make sense? Okay, so this is my preferred scenario, but it's not necessarily the highest probable scenario. But it is still valid as long as we don't break the trend and we start falling to the downside. The first level I personally would like to see tap. Okay, so now I can delete all the noise here. Wait, I want to show something else, okay? The first level that we need to break and tap and invalidate is when you take a FIB from the low to the high. I want us to come and tap the golden pocket. I want us to lose the trend, okay? Even better, the 786. Can you get a bounce? Yes. Maybe you go retest the scene of the crime and then you fall down and then you formed an A, B, C to the downside. Okay. The deeper we fall here, the better, because that will confirm the correction. It has to be a nice little solid drop to the downside. Okay, because at the moment it's very choppy and it still leaves the door open for the fake out, unfortunately. Right, so when I zoom in here onto the 15-minute time frame, it is starting to lose probabilities. I'm not going to lie. We have still not tapped, okay, because this is now a scenario. Let me switch this off, that we are still all keeping a keen eye on. What if this is 4 and we're going to pop out for a 5? That's going to be the fake out. That's the fake out that I don't want. Will I trade it? Of course. I'm already in a long trade and I'll explain to everyone where I got into a long trade. I did highlight, let me go here into the Legends community. I did highlight to the Legends Pro community this morning. I'm looking at when we were pumping here to the upside last night and we were falling here as per this morning's update here to the downside. Okay, we tapped the 786 and the 1-to-1 extension, as everyone can see over here. 786 and 1-to-1 extension, we got the reaction, I entered, and as soon as price started moving up, I protected my position and I got stopped out. But, okay, look at this picture very carefully. What do you see to the downside? There's a 1.236 and there's a 1.618. So I got stopped out, but I was still looking for a long. And when we tapped the 1.618, we basically got the SFP from the bottom. Look at this. Beautiful. I mean, it just played out so beautifully. Okay. Let's look at the structure as it was falling here to the downside. I do have that FIB already marked out here. Okay. This is what I was looking at, right? You basically played the SFP from the low. We tapped the 1.618. Bam. This is where I got in. I got stopped out over here. But I re-entered over here. Just playing the SFP. You get acceptance back above the low. You tap the 1.618. And now I'm in profits. And I can tell you guys now I already started taking profits over here. Like I told everyone, I got in over here. So can you guys see how powerful the FIB extensions are? You are able to catch the lows. Catch the low. Beautiful, right? I caught the low. I got stopped out today. Make no mistake, I got stopped out. This is the trade that I highlighted to the Legends Pro community. I got stopped out, but as price moved up, I immediately, because that's my style of trading, I presented a little bit of a further stop loss here just to show people, well, this is the zone. Okay, but my style of trading is as soon as price starts moving up, I protect my position. If I get stopped out, price moves back above my interest, I will protect my position again. Okay, so the trade didn't play out, but I still got into the long because that 0.618 level, I mean, how many times do I have to highlight this level? 1.618, 1.618, 1.618. You guys get the picture, right? Guess what? If you can start nailing trend-based FIB extensions, okay, you don't even have to know anything about Elliot wave theory. You just measure the waves. Look at this, right? I was measuring this wave from the high to the low to the high. Don't think I have it perfect. Okay, there we go. Right, look at this one where I got in. And what I do is I see the reaction at each level. I check the reaction. I didn't enter this one, but if I was in front of the chart, I would have most probably entered the 1.236 because we got a beautiful reaction. You go back up, okay, my position would have been protected. maybe you start hitting resistance. Maybe that would have been a TP1 for me. I don't know. Okay. But anyways, whether I took profits here or not, I would have been stopped out at break even. No loss. It does wonders for your psychology when you enter a trade and you get stopped out at break even. Okay. When you're taking knocks after knocks after knocks, it really messes up your psychology. But then at the 1.382, no reaction. And then we did this. And when we tapped it and we started moving up, I entered. I was a little bit late, but my stop loss was below the low. And then price just started rocketing here to the upside. I protected my position. And in this morning's update, I told everyone this is where I took profits. I took profits over here. 60% profits. I actually took a big chunk of profits over here and I left 40% of the position open for $90,000. And we didn't get it. We rolled over. Stopped me out. So I got stopped out of this trade. I got stopped out of this trade. But then I entered over here with my stop below the low. Price moved up, protected my position. And guess where? Guess what? I already took profits over here. 60% profits again. Okay, so if it rolls over, stops me out. At least when I get stopped out with profits or at break even. Sometimes I do take losses, but I really try and be defensive with my cash. Okay, so the point that I'm trying to make over here is, legends, the 1.618 level is such a powerful level, right? It would have enabled you to catch the lows. 1.618, 1.618, and there was a lot of 1.618 taps during this entire structure that we have here at the bottom. So many of them. If you can start nailing the 1.618, even if you are unsure about whether you pulled the FIB correctly or not, check the reaction at each level. When price starts falling and it taps your 1-to-1 extension, okay? When price starts falling, so let's say you've done your FIB and price starts falling down here, and you see the reaction, you see a reaction at the 1-to-1 extension. You see the reaction at the 1.236. Okay, then you know that you have a correct FIB. You onto something. Okay, especially when I see reactions at levels, I pay attention. I'm not too worried about the 1.382. Okay, it's not I use it for flat targets. It's not really a retracement target that I look at. But the 1-to-1, the 1.236, and especially the 1.618 are my favorite targets to trade. Okay, because I can often get in with good risk management. I get momentum to the upside and I can protect my position. And if I'm wrong, I get stopped out of break even. But usually, okay, the maximum target is considered the 1.618. So if you get stopped out at the 1.236 or the 1-to-1 extension, you almost never, it's never a guarantee, but you're almost guaranteed that this little bugger over here is going to get you the right move to the upside. Like what happened here and like what happened over here. Not sure why my pen is yellow today. I don't remember changing the color. Anyways, will you do copy trading on Bybit? Unfortunately not. This is why I have the YouTube channel, to educate you to fish for yourself. Okay, this is why I educate. Because if I can teach you to fish for yourself, you will eat for a lifetime. If I catch fish for you, you will eat for a day. Okay, if BTC gets a rejection, ETH is going back to 900. Something very interesting on ETH that I want to share with you, okay? We can go through that in a moment. Mr. Junior, Mott in the house, smash up the like button, legends. Yes, smash up that like if you haven't tapped that like button ever so gently yet. Okay, hi people, time to decide. Sure, yes. Right. Cool, legends, let's carry on with the technical analysis. But I have actually made a video. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it here. Let me go check this out. It must have been some time ago. If you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. Let me see if I can find it. Let's go, because I marked it out very clear. There we go. Can you guys see it? 1.618. 1.618. Go check out that video inside of the live streams. Go and do yourself a favor and go check out that video. That is where I discuss the 1.618 FIB retracement in a lot more detail, showing many examples where it played out, how powerful it is. You get the number inside of sunflowers, seashells. It's a number that is found even inside of nature. And for some reason, it helps even with trading. Okay, it's a magic number. It's all I can say. It's a magical number. Go check out this live stream. Go to my live section on my YouTube page, and maybe type in on the search bar over here 1.618. Okay, 1.618. Will it bring it up? Oh, right. This is the general YouTube search. You have to go search on my channel. Okay, but well, that's very, very interesting. You can go watch those videos as well, because they basically explain to you why that level is so powerful from a spiritual, from a nature perspective, etc. Anyways, legends, let's get back here onto the technical analysis. The pro members know already Dewald loves the 1.618. I even wanted to call my channel 1.618. Okay. Anyways, it's just given me so many excellent trading opportunities. Okay, right, legends. So now, I mean, looking at this structure, let's go back here onto the 10-minute time frame. Now there is still a chance. It doesn't look sexy, but I mean, I need to give the structure the benefit of the doubt. We have still not invalidated the fourth wave. We have still not tapped the 0.618. So there is still a chance to go and create a fifth wave. And there's a high chance that this is going to be a fake out. And we've discussed in length this morning and yesterday during the update the areas of confluence. Weekly point of control 0.382. It's a one-to-one extension where you measure. There's a lot of confluence, okay, at roundabout between $89,000 and $90,000. That is the area where I think the price could reject and fall down, because you have to also consider, what do you get after a 5-wave structure? When you create a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what happens after 5? You get a correction. You get a correction, okay? And this correction might be the correction that corrects the entire structure. Okay, and what do I mean by the entire structure is that we have been grinding up for so long, okay, that this could potentially correct the entire structure. This, after you complete that fifth wave, can go down and say A, B, C. And it can even come and claim the low, because I think if we're going to get a fake out over here, okay, there's still two scenarios. You make a higher low and you try again, or you just take the low. But I think if we're going to get a fake out, it increases the probabilities of claiming the low once again. Okay, so it's not going to look good for the bulls. 1.618, is it only for long positions? No, it's for everything. It's for shorts, it's for longs. Well, when I say for everything, it's for shorts and for longs. Hello, charters, have a great day. Is that contracting scenario 3 wave? Looks like the shortest one. So is that correct? No, it's not. I actually measured it. Okay, I made double sure that it balances. So just for everyone's peace of mind, let's put that scenario back. Okay, let me take this out. Let's put that 5-wave structure back over here. Okay, this is the first thing. When I draw an Elliott wave scenario, you can rest assured that I have measured all the levels already. Okay, so take a trend-based fib from the low to the high. Okay, your third wave is over 0.618, and your fifth wave at the moment is shorter than, you can see it shorter. So another way to measure it is, okay, I can already see that this wave is longer than this wave, and now to make double sure, from the bottom of 3 to the top of 3 to the bottom of 4, okay, so if the fifth wave tapped the 1-to-1 extension, then this wave and this wave would have been the same length, but they're not. It looks longer because I think of that sideways momentum here. It just looks longer, but it's not. I measured it out. So this fifth wave is valid because the third wave is not the shortest wave. Usually in a contracting diagonal, your first wave is the longest. Okay, and then you get a shorter 3 and a shorter 5, and then price rolls down. But really, good question. Okay, these are the things. These are really good questions to ask, because if the third wave was the shortest wave, Okay, that's a very good question. If this was the shortest wave and 5 was longer and 1 was longer, it's an invalid scenario. It's not allowed to happen. It's an invalidation, clear. There's no beating around the bush. It's not a contracting diagonal. Your third wave is not allowed to be the shortest. Okay, so very good question. Right, but I measured it out. It all balances. Okay, there's another scenario, and this is why I can't believe that I potentially deleted that folder. Okay, local bullish diagonal. Is it this one? Oh, wait. No, it's not this one. I can't believe I don't have it here. I must have deleted it by mistake this morning. Me doing my clickety click. But there's another scenario, okay, which I see some people are talking about, which is the same, but it goes something like this. But it's also a fake out. Nonetheless, let me make this one red. Okay, let's change the color. Chup chup. Okay, there's some people saying that we are forming a larger contracting diagonal. We're still going up for the 5th wave. This, what is forming over here, is the 4th wave. Okay, there's an invalidation for this 4th wave, right? If you take a parallel channel, and you connect 1 with 3, you drag it down to number 2, okay, then this is your invalidation for your 4th wave. As soon as you tap this channel, the scenario is invalidated. Well, the red one, only the red one, because then it activates this one over here, where we could be seeing a deeper correction to the downside, find a low and shoot up. Okay, but it basically invalidates this 5th wave. This one, as soon as you tap, I would say $84,500, give or take. But that's usually the invalidation, because it has to stay contracting. It has to stay contracting. And you can see where we bounced now. Oh, it was close, right? If we fell a little bit further, we would have invalidated this scenario. But sorry, legends, it basically comes down to the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comes down to the same thing. We are all still looking whether it's this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whether it's this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm still expecting one more high for both scenarios. The invalidation is very close. Okay, so the chances are still there that we could break out, but there's a high chance that it's going to be a fake out. But we don't care whether it's a fake out, because even if it's a fake out, okay, and let's say you play the breakout over here, you're not in a long position at the moment, price breaks out, okay, you put your stop below the low, you can still benefit from this momentum. Just take profits, please pay yourself, because this could be a fake out. You're completing a 5th of a 5th, and now you go back down for a correction. You either form a higher low and we continue, or you take the lows at $76,000. Okay, so ideally, the scenario that I would prefer is this one. This is the scenario that I would like to play out. 5 is in. Oops. 5 is in, and this is now part of a larger corrective structure. A, B, C. Would be nice to claim the liquidity below this low. Find some strength and move back up. Because this breakout, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be epic if we get this. That's going to be a nice breakout. So yes, I can still make money from this breakout. Okay, but yeah, it's not going to be... I don't think, legends, it's like Gorisha said here in the comments as well, okay? What if it's a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2? I mean, that scenario carries so low probability at the moment, but I mean, I suppose we have to entertain it, right? Is that there is, unfortunately, I'm not giving the scenario the highest probable chance, okay? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, another 1, 2, 1, 2, and we just rock and roll in a third wave here to the upside. I'm already in a long position there by the 1.618. If I see strength above the 0.382, I will leave some of the position. I will take profits, but I will leave some of the position open for the next level. If I see strength at this level, I will leave some open for the next level. So I will decide where I'm going to close that long depending on the price action that I see to the upside. But I can tell you guys now, if I do see this, if I see this and this, basically a repeat of this on top, it's going to retrace. Make no mistake. Every structure has to correct itself. It's like you have to sleep, you have to eat, you have to go to the bathroom. Every impulsive structure has to correct itself. So I'm going to be very patient. I'm going to wait. I'm most probably going to short over here and long over here, and I'm going to do some day trades inside of that range. Okay. But from a swing perspective and from a spot back perspective, okay, when this thing decides to start correcting itself in a three-wave structure, okay, this is where I'm loading up with my stop below the low. This is going to get interesting because this is an impulsive structure. But if I don't see this, okay, so another scenario is you have multiple 1-2s. If I see this, even if it's aggressive to the upside and it starts falling down aggressively, I'm going to be looking for shorts. Because where is this? That's, you know, this, if it falls down from here and it comes back for, because I know everyone's going to say, oh, it's a retest. No, it's not a retest. It's not an impulsive structure. This could just be another corrective extended Y wave, maybe here to the upside, A, B, C, extended C wave, whatever you want to call it. But if it comes up here and it falls, I'm going to be looking for shorts aggressively because there's a high chance you're going to claim the low and even go to $68,000. Right? Because this is not an impulsive structure. It's all about learning the structures. Okay, it's about, you know, you guys might call me crazy, and you know, and someone wrote a comment this morning inside of my one of my videos, just, you know, giving his opinion about Elliott wave theory and telling me that, you know, he doesn't like it. There's too many scenarios from a bullish and bearish perspective. It doesn't give him clarity. But I mean, that is what trading is about. Okay, because it's about eliminating scenarios to give you to give you better trading scenarios. So this long that I got into over here was not based on Elliott wave theory. That was just a 1.618 FIB extension. Okay, I don't enter all my trades with Elliott wave scenarios because this morning there was a lot of Elliott wave scenarios, okay, that we discussed. Ooh, this one is going to be interesting because this is the one that we could be forming at the moment. I'll go through that one in a moment. But this was one that we discussed this morning. Okay. Do you guys remember? What if we are forming a 1-2-1-2? Okay, we were over here when I did the live stream. I think we were pumping up here. Okay, and I said, here's your invalidation for a double 1-2. 1-2-1-2. Here's your invalidation. Okay, so we invalidated it. No more upwards momentum. So you now throw the scenario out the window. That's the beauty about Elliott wave theory for me. Okay, so now I delete the scenario. Then there was another scenario where we looked at, okay, what if we go and we make one more high? Okay, we were pumping up here and I said, guys, if we make one more high and we claim this high and we then fall down, there's a high chance you're going to make a higher low and continue. We didn't make a higher high. So this scenario gets deleted. So I didn't take any trades based on this scenario. Now I know the scenario is invalidated. So what do? I go and delete it. Then we had another one. Ooh. Oh yeah. I didn't delete it. I found the folder. Anyways, I had this one. And this, based on the price action that happened over here, this was the last scenario that I was looking at from a bullish perspective, from an Elliott wave perspective. I said, legends, when you take a fib from the low to the high, the invalidation is the low, where you can form a larger contracting diagonal to the upside to go and complete the fifth wave. We took the low and we invalidated the scenario. I attempted the long over here. I did attempt the long and I got stopped out of break even. Okay, we took the low, and then I traded the 1.618. You know, you could also just say, without the 1.618, it's a swing failure from the lows. You dip below, you get acceptance back above, you enter with your stop below the low, you get upwards momentum, you start paying yourself when you hit resistance. Okay, it's as simple as that, right? Simple swing failure strategy that you could have applied over there. Without Elliot wave theory, without trend-based fib extensions, you could have just played the swing failure pattern. Okay, and you bounce on the trend. Right, so if you did have this trend, was over there, you got acceptance back above the trend. So if you had your trend, right, you dip below the trend, you get acceptance back above, you get acceptance back above the low, that's a bullish sign. You enter, right, stop goes below the low, you find upwards momentum, you pay yourself. Okay, please guys, you have to pay yourself. Right, but now this structure is invalidated. Now this is the beauty, and I think this is what a lot of people don't get, because now I can delete this structure. Now I'm running out of bullish structures, which now is starting to shift my probabilities, okay? Because the only structure, unfortunately, that I have left at the moment is either the triple, quadruple 1-2 that we have here to the upside, okay? It's either this one, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and we rock and roll. I have told everyone the problem that I see with this structure. It's a lot of problems with this structure, but I'm giving the bulls the benefit of the doubt. Okay, I am currently in a long position. So if it wants to rocket up, I will benefit from the momentum. And if I see this repeat itself on top, I'm going to be very interested in the retracement, but I'm going to have to be very, very, very patient. Okay. But now there's another scenario. Okay, so let me clean up the trends. Delete that. Okay. Yeah, we go. Okay, so now this scenario is starting to gain in probabilities. Right, and legends, before I discuss the scenario in a little bit more detail, remember, for those of you that's new, for those of you that have not done it already, hang on, holding on. I should have called it hang on. Right, links down in the description for the exchanges that I use for all of my day trading. Right, I've got Weeks, Bluffin, and Phoenix. 50% cash back when you deposit money in your features account for Weeks, and 25% discount on your trading fees. They have a trading competition that's starting in 9 hours from now, right? Where you can join our Bitcoin Census team, trade with me, Andy, the coaches. We're going to try and move some volume and grab our share of $800,000. So I am going to put another $1,000 into my Weeks account, okay, to try and move some volume. And then Bluffin. Well, I'm really liking Bluffin. You can spin the wheel every time you move $10,000 worth of volume. And it's very easy to move $10,000 worth of volume. Every time you move $10,000, you get to spin the wheel. You can win AirPods, MacBook Pro, and Doge. I asked them to put Doge in there because I'm very bullish on Doge. And also, you get 10% cash back on the money that you deposit in your features account. So, legends, I look after you. I organize you guys the best deals and bonuses from these exchanges. And all I ask in return is that you use the link because it costs you nothing extra. You're not paying anything extra by using the links. You're actually only benefiting. Okay, right, cool, legends. Let's get back onto the bearish case scenario. Okay, let's zoom into the structure. So there's now a chance, legends. Okay, just remember, there's a chance that we can break out. Okay, before I discuss the bearish case scenario, just remember that we have not invalidated the bullish scenario. I would really like for us to at least tap the 0.618. If price can fall down here and tap the 0.618, I'm going to say that this scenario is now gaining tremendously in probabilities. Okay, but a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is still on the cards for a breakout. Okay, and then we all know where we're supposed to take profits, because this could be an epic fake out that falls back down. Could. Okay, good. So in discussing the bearish case scenario, this is the scenario that I'm currently keeping an eye on. Okay. We have formed a 1 in a 3-wave structure, 2, 3, 4. Is 5 in, or is this going to be another 3-wave structure in 5? Not sure just as yet, but 5 could either be in already because it took the low of 3. This is now a little bit confusing, okay? I don't know if 5 is in, but there's a chance that you formed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is in. And now we are starting, this is now all still part of the A wave here to the upside. Then you create a B and a C. You complete your second wave over here. And guess what you have then, ladies and gentlemen? You have officially created a 1 to the downside. We are now busy, okay? We could potentially now be busy with a number 2. And then after this number 2 is in, maybe it taps the trend again to perfection. Maybe it has a small little fake out and it falls back down, you know, just to tease people. Okay, because now you're going to form a number 2 and you are going to smack down in a number 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, all impulses moves in 5 waves. Okay, all impulses. So I do still get a lot of questions from people saying, Dewald, when you speak about 2, what are you talking about? When you speak about 3, what the hell are you talking about? Okay, all impulsive structures works in 5. You'll see even here the Elliot wave tools that I use over here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the only impulsive structure that you get. Everything else is 3-wave structures. ABC is a 3-wave structure. ABCDE is a multitude of 3-wave structures that forms a triangle. Okay, that's basically a triangle. ABCDE, just to show everyone, is basically this. Okay, where you form A, B, C, D, E, and you fall down, or the other way around. Okay, but it's 3-wave structures, 3-wave structure, 3-wave structure, 3-wave structure, and you fall down, right? That's usually ABCDEs. And then what else is there? Okay, then you get WXY as a 3-wave structure. And then you get WXYXZ. I've never used it. It's very rare. Okay, very, 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 very rare. So don't even worry about this one. There's a 99% chance that you will never see a WXYXZ double combo inside of Bitcoin. Right, should only be considered unless all scenarios fail, because this is now something, and I think Andy spoke about this scenario as well. I don't even, when I see this, okay, when I see that, a WXYXZ, I rather look at the contracting. I delete it. I don't even look at it. I rather look at a contracting diagonal. Is there a chance for it to play out? Of course, okay? Because some people are, or I see on social media, some people are looking at this structure over here like this. A WXYXZ, and we are going to get a blast off here to the upside. Is it a possibility? Yes, okay? Legends, there's so many things wrong with the structure, okay? I think it's breaking records. There's a lot of things wrong with the structure at the moment. I have never seen an ABC tap the 3.618. So if we fall down, I can at least put it in my book that I have seen a 3.618 tap on a C wave, okay? If we break up, then it's another thing. I have never seen a WXYXZ structure inside of Bitcoin. So there's so many things wrong with the structure. It doesn't matter how it's going to play out. Something is going to go into my world record book of Bitcoin that's happened for the first time. It doesn't matter how the structure plays out. You know, it's going to go into my book as I've now seen it for the first time. Right. Okay. Cool, legends. So, I mean, I don't even want to look at the WXYXZ structure over here, right? But now the probabilities have increased that we are busy with the A wave. We're going to come back for B, create a C, complete the C second wave, and come down. So, unfortunately, this scenario carries the same probability as getting another breakout to the upside. They are 50-50. I don't know which one is going to play out because both scenarios have something really wrong with them. And unfortunately, there is no perfect Elliott wave scenario. You have to try and find the Elliott wave scenario that has the least amount of mistakes. Because when you study Elliott wave theory, the patterns looks perfect. The triangle, you know, they draw little pictures for you. But when you apply the theory onto price action, you very quickly realize, oh shit, it's not so easy to apply it to a real chart because they make it difficult for you. They really make it difficult. They always throw in a little mistake that validates one rule and then it throws you off. So you have to still push through with the analysis and find the scenario that has the least amount of mistakes. And that becomes the highest probable scenario. Okay. Right, so legends, that is basically the technical analysis I wanted to discuss. Now, I want to keep things simple. Okay, let's keep things very, very simple. I'm going to switch on some daily levels. I'm going to switch on some weekly point of controls. Okay, I can actually delete this one. Okay, from a simplicity perspective, okay, let's forget about Elliott wave theory. From a simplicity perspective, okay, what you want to do is you want to take a fib from the low of this structure to the high. Okay, we have a beautiful naked point of control in confluence with the golden pocket. If price decides to fall down here, I'm going to be looking for a long. When price pumps to the upside, I'm going to take profits when I hit support. There's a long opportunity for me. If price breaks out here, okay, you could potentially look for a long, put your stop loss below the low, and you target the highs and maybe $90,000. Here's your trading scenarios, okay? So we either fall down, I'm going to be looking for a long over here, and I'm going to take profits at resistance because it can reject and fall back down. A little bit further to the downside, we have a 0.88 together with a daily level. If I get a bullish reaction in the 0.88 gang, okay, I know you guys are listening, okay, because often what happens is when you tap the 0.88, it claims the golden pocket and then it falls down. So there's another long trade, okay. So basically there is plenty of trading opportunities. There's a golden pocket with a naked point of control, a daily level in perfect confluence with a 0.88. I'm still going to day trade the crap out of this structure. I don't care where it's going from an Elliott wave perspective. Okay. Elliott wave theory just gives me other levels of confluence. Right, like I've explained. Cool. ETH, yes, let's go quickly look at ETH. Chase, right? Dewald, don't you think they want to slowly build the price to have a liquidity below after we sweep those highs? Slowly build the price to have liquidity below after we sweep those highs. Yes, I think, I mean, that is that is a potential, is that there is still the potential to break out. And I can tell you guys now, if we break out here, whether it's a fake out or not, if you break out here, everyone is watching this line. Everyone has an alarm on this damn trend. And people playing this breakout, the most obvious place where they are going to put their stop losses, because most people believe that this breakout is going to take us to all-time high at $110,000. They're going to put their stop losses here. They're going to put their stop losses here. Depending on how big their positions are, okay, they might get aggressive. This would be the best place to put your stop loss. And I can just imagine you get the fake out, liquidity builds up over here, and then bam. Often what happens is if you have a fake out, it attempts again. It makes a lower high and then it falls down. Okay, so there is still a long trade over here. I want to trade this momentum, but I will be aggressive with profit taking when you start hitting resistance again. Right, let's go have a look at ETH. Legends. Now, quickly want to have a look at ETH over here. Let me just switch off the point of controls. Okay, I'm here on the logarithmic scale on ETH. Okay, the bearish structure that I'm currently keeping an eye on could potentially be coming to an end very soon. That is the good news. It's a bearish structure that could be coming to an end very soon. The low is either in, or I'm expecting one more low. Like I've been talking about the last 2 weeks, one more low. It looks like most of the altcoins and even Ethereum that I'm looking at, even Bitcoin, it looks like it all needs one more low. I just don't like the fact that I am seeing one more low on all the charts, because if I'm seeing one more low on the charts, we might not get it where the low is in. Because I can tell you guys now on Bitcoin, if we do form a contracting diagonal over here, okay, let me clean up the chart. If this scenario, where did I put it now? Yeah. Anyways, where did I put it now? I just found the folder and now I can't find the folder again. Right. Here we go. Thank goodness. Let me take the parallel channel out. Okay, let me take the red one out. Okay. Now, the red one out. There we go. You have to remember, if this scenario plays out, okay, let's just pretend that this scenario plays out. This could be the low, and we could go to 110 and beyond, because this is a bullish structure. So you make a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You go down for an ABC and you continue. This is a bullish structure if it plays out. If it successfully makes a higher low over here and it punches out and it goes and it smashed $96,000, $98,000, it comes back for retracement in the fourth wave. Okay, if I see this, let me clean it up again, right? If I see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, if I see that, this structure exactly like I've drawn it out, this is bullish. This is where you want to load up, because this is a bullish structure. This then becomes, guess what this becomes, okay? Because people don't always see the bigger picture. This then becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it just continues. Let me try that again. Okay, third wave is obviously going to go much higher. Then you have a 4, and then you have a 5 to the upside. This is the potential of what is happening over here. This is this structure's potential. It's forming a 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5 in a 1. ABC in a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a 3. ABC in a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this structure, if it plays out, has potential to go up. But I am seeing one more low everywhere else. Okay, so what if the structure does not play out? What if, okay, it's the WXY that I have been discussing for so long already, where, you know, all of this is still a corrective structure, where you have formed a WX and we go down for one more low. Now that one more low also supports what I want to discuss on Ethereum. Okay, so let me switch on my bearish scenario. Bullish. There we go. Right, legends. This to me counts very, very nicely. Okay, so for those of you that tell me, well, Dewald, you have always so many scenarios. Just give me one that you think is the highest probability. The scenario has the highest probability. So I'm not going to discuss any other scenarios. I'm just going to show you this scenario, because there are other scenarios, but let's focus on this scenario because at the moment it carries the highest probability, where Ethereum has formed a W in a three-wave structure, ABC in a W, a complex corrective structure in X, and now this little last move here to the downside is simply an ABC, which is either done or it still needs to come and tap this box. Okay, I actually need to put a box in there. Let me put the box in there. And let's make it green. Because where ETH turned around at the moment is also a C wave target. Okay. I don't know if the target is going to balance from a logarithmic perspective, but let's go give it a shot. Yes. Very, very, very nice. When you measure a C wave, so when you have a wave A and you have a wave B, you can measure the targets for your C wave, which is ultimately your Y, because your ABC equals Y. Oh God, I sound like someone teaching the alphabet. Right, legends. But when you then take a fib from the high of A to the low of A to the high of B, you have, can you see you tap the 1-to-1 extension here, right? You did get a nice reaction. We got this little bit of a retracement and we fell back down. But now ETH has found support at the 1.236, which is a very common C wave target. The reason I have this box over here is because it's the 1.618 and there's, on the logarithmic scale, this little line is the 1.236. So the FIB levels do jump around if you go between regular and logarithmic. Okay, so, and this is why I'm saying, legends, that there's a chance, okay, there's a chance that the low could be in. But there's also a chance where it looks like a little bit of a relief rally, ETH comes down, but then this is a very interesting zone because these are the maximum targets for a C wave and a very common target for a Y wave. So ideally, I would love to see one more low. On many of the altcoins where I'm starting to build some spot bags, Ethereum, okay, on many of the altcoins, this is the zone where I would like price to still come to, but I am very well aware that it could front run the area and that bullish scenario that I've just highlighted on Bitcoin plays out. So, and this is why I am already building over here, because you don't know, right? Is it going to find support here and just start breaking up and then it forces me to buy in at higher levels? I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be forced to buy in at higher levels. I would rather buy here, where it's still in a good zone to buy. Often the market has tricked me where I see the best confluence at a specific zone and I wait and I wait and I wait and I miss the pump. And then I'm forced to look for shorts. Okay, I don't want to miss the pump this time. This is why I'm already starting to build. So I'm building here and I will still be building over here. Okay, but this is kind of the maximum target where ETH will then complete a W, X, Y, and then we can start building some upwards momentum to potentially, you know, let's just keep it conservative to come and claim the high at $5,000. Right. I do have a target from a bullish perspective. If ETH can find support over here, there is a Elliot wave theory that supports a very conservative target for Ethereum between $7,000 and $10,000. Okay, so my ETH bags, I'm packing my ETH bags, okay, but I do actually have entries from lower down, but it's nice to add a little bit more. Okay, good education makes sense. Absolute pleasure, man. Thank you, thank you. Hi, Dewald, joining late. Can you show me where you got that 1.618, where we bounced, Simon? I mean, what a beautiful level, right? What a beautiful level. Let me go here onto the 15-minute. Was it the 15-minute or the 5-minute? Okay, this is where I got it. Let me just clean up the chart. This is where, okay, that was the first one, 1.618. You take a fib extension from the high to the low to the high, 1.618. Okay, that was the first one. And then this was, that was the 1-to-1, well, also beautiful 1-to-1 extension when you take a fib from this high to the low to the high. Look at how beautiful you bounced on the 1-to-1 extension. I can imagine if price comes down, you are going to get a reaction at this level, which is confluence with that pivot. A nice little swing failure pattern. Oh, 1.618 has support above these highs. So you can see how the FIB levels also creates confluence. Okay. Now, did I delete that FIB pool. Okay, we're gonna have to go and redo it. So no, it was not that one. It was not that. Oh, it was this one. Okay, from the high. Oops, wrong tool. Simon, sorry. I'm taking my time. I have to remember how I pulled it. Yeah, there we go. Right. So it was basically I was measuring the three-wave structure here to the downside. I wasn't sure whether this is a 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4, like it just really looked like a three-wave structure. And usually when I see a consolidation in the middle of a structure, and when we started falling here to the downside, what I like to do is I take a trend-based FIB from the high to the low to the high, because this could be a three-wave structure, and we tapped the 1.618, where this could be an A, B, C, and you tap the 1.618. That's how I measured it. Okay, it does take some practice. Guys, I encourage you that the trend-based FIB extensions are very powerful. These levels, they are very tradable levels, very powerful. You can literally only trade with trend-based FIB extensions. That's how powerful they are. You can build an entire trading strategy around FIB extensions. There's not a lot of people that trade with FIB extensions because it's too complex for them. And I can tell you now, FIB extensions, if you can learn how to pull them, they are way easier than Elliot wave theory, because you need to just go FIB crazy. You know, when you see a wave, okay, this is a wave. This is a wave. If we go down, I can measure the top to the bottom to the top. Okay, it's going to give me targets to the downside. I want to see how price is going to react at those targets. There's another wave. Okay, there's another wave. You can go FIB crazy, go and measure all the waves, and then you leave them there and you see how price reacts when it hits the levels. Often when you do a FIB pool and there's no reaction at any of the levels, you've done it wrong. Then you know, okay, I need to draw it, I need to pull it from somewhere else. Until you start getting reactions at the levels, then you know, okay, I'm onto something. Okay, I'm onto something. Right, remember to smash up that like button if you haven't done so already. Sorry, Dewald, how do you count the 88.47? Depends where you take the end to now. The 88.4, sorry, VZH, I'm not sure what you mean. 88.47, I'm not sure what that means. Right, do you mean the 0.88? I'm not sure. Your 4 and your 7 there for me is very confusing. If you can maybe just retype your question. Hi bro, can you look at ETH? Yes, I have done that already. Okay. What else? Guys, I know that you want me to look at some altcoins. I have done a live stream this morning. This is my second live stream for the day. So I'm not going to spend too much time here. Monday high. Monday high. Monday high. Thursday, Wednesday. Wait, let me just make sure that I've got the Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Here we go. Monday high. Oh, it's a number. It's $88,000. Right, Monday high. Yes. How do you count? Depends where you take the end to the now. The 0.88. I'm not sure. I'm still not. I'm VH8. No, top of the range. Sorry, I'm really struggling to understand your question over here. Okay, if you meant, okay, how do I get the 0.88? I take a FIB from the high to the low. This low. Okay, and we tap the 0.88 because I see 88 there in your question. That's how I get the 0.88 over there. I'm not sure if that is your question. Right. Hi, Dewald. Have you any suggestions for a video that explains trend FIB strategy or how to apply it on charts? No. I do often answer that question inside of our Legends Pro community. So inside of our Legends Pro community, it's the link down here in the video description. And just show everyone over here. So if you join our Legends Pro community, we have a live section where I go live twice a week, sometimes 3 times, 4 times a week. Just depends on what the day offers, where I do loads of education. I answer people's questions. I do, you know, we give some more TLC over here. I provide setups and trading scenarios. Andy does his technical analysis. He uploads his videos. We have Matt, Dylan, another coach, absolute legend with altcoin trades over here. So if you'd like to join the Legends Pro community, that is where we do more magic inside of our community. Right, cool legends, I have unfortunately run out of time. That is it for today. Remember to smash up that like button. Links for the exchanges where you get the best deals is down in the description. I will see you all in the next one. Have a great evening. Cheers for now.